Once upon a time in the bustling town of Studderville, there lived a young lad named Maximum. Max was known far and wide for his mischievous antics and his knack for finding trouble in the most unexpected places. But beneath his playful exterior, Max harbored a secret dream: to become the greatest scientist the world had ever seen. Max's journey towards success began in the most unlikely of places, his messy bedroom. Surrounded by piles of comic books, action figures, and half-eaten snacks, Max would sit at his desk, staring blankly at his textbooks while his mind wandered to far-off galaxies and secret experiments. One fateful day, as Max struggled to understand the mysteries of algebra, a peculiar incident occurred. In a moment of frustration, Max accidentally knocked over a jar of pickles onto his textbook, causing it to open to a page about Newton's laws of motion. To his surprise, the pickles didn't just fall, they danced across the floor in a chaotic waltz. Intrigued by this unexpected turn of events, Max dove headfirst into his studies, armed with nothing but a jar of pickles and a wild imagination. From that day forward, Max's study sessions were anything but ordinary. He conducted experiments with his pet hamster, Sir Squeaks-a-Lot, to understand the principles of gravity. He built makeshift rockets out of soda bottles and baking soda to explore the laws of chemistry. And he even enlisted the help of his little sister's Barbie dolls to demonstrate the concept of buoyancy. But as Max delved deeper into his studies, he soon realized that success wouldn't come easy. His grades were dismal, his teachers were exasperated, and his parents were at their wits' end. Yet, through it all, Max remained undeterred. Armed with his irrepressible optimism and an arsenal of silly antics, he set out to conquer the world, one failed experiment at a time. In his quest for knowledge, Max encountered a motley crew of characters who would shape his journey in unexpected ways. There was Professor Fizzlebottom, the eccentric inventor who taught Max the importance of embracing failure as a stepping stone to success. There was Ms. Wiggins, the no-nonsense librarian who helped Max uncover hidden gems of wisdom buried within dusty old books. And then there was his best friend, Benny, whose relentless enthusiasm and bottomless appetite inspired Max to keep pushing forward, no matter what. Together, this ragtag team embarked on a series of misadventures that would make even the bravest of souls quiver with fear. From a disastrous attempt at building a volcano for the science fair, which ended with Max covered in a sticky mess of baking soda and vinegar, to a wild chase through the town square after accidentally releasing a horde of helium-filled balloons during a physics experiment gone awry, Max and his friends were always on the brink of chaos, and loving every minute of it. But amidst the laughter and chaos, Max never lost sight of his ultimate goal: to succeed as a scientist and make his mark on the world. With each setback and failure, he grew stronger and more determined, refusing to let anything stand in the way of his dreams. Finally, the day of the big science fair arrived, and Max was determined to make his mark. Armed with his trusty jar of pickles and a mountain of enthusiasm, he presented his latest invention, a contraption designed to turn vegetables into musical instruments. As the judges looked on in bemusement, Max stepped forward, ready to demonstrate his creation. But just as he was about to begin, disaster struck once again. A stray cat wandered into the exhibit hall, causing chaos as it knocked over displays and sent bystanders fleeing in panic. Amidst the commotion, Max's invention was destroyed, leaving him crestfallen and defeated. As Max sat amidst the wreckage of his dreams, he felt a hand on his shoulder. It was Professor Fizzlebottom, a twinkle in his eye and a smile on his face. "Don't be discouraged, Max," he said, his voice filled with warmth. "Success isn't about winning awards or achieving perfection, it's about never giving up, no matter how many times you fall down." Inspired by his mentor's words, Max rallied his spirits and took to the stage once more. With nothing but his enthusiasm and a jar of pickles, he began to speak from the heart, sharing his passion for science and his belief in the power of perseverance. And as he spoke, something magical happened. The crowd fell silent, hanging on his every word. In that moment, Max realized that success wasn't about flashy inventions or perfect grades. It was about following your dreams with all your heart and never giving up, no matter how many obstacles you face. And as he looked out at the faces of his friends and family, beaming with pride, Max knew that he had already achieved something far greater than any science fair prize. He had discovered the true meaning of success. From that day forward, Max continued to pursue his dreams with boundless energy and unwavering determination. He stumbled and fell along the way, but with each setback, he emerged stronger and more resilient than before. And in the end, he became not just a great scientist, but a shining example of the power of laughter, love, and never taking life too seriously. So to all the students out there, facing their own challenges and uncertainties, remember the tale of Maximum. Let it be a reminder that success isn't about being perfect or following the rules, it's about embracing your passions, facing your fears, and never losing sight of the joy that comes from simply being yourself. And who knows? You might just discover that the greatest adventures of all are the ones that begin with a jar of pickles and a whole lot of laughter.